Welcome, my dear students. This is Dr. Osama Kashwa, your teacher in the Human Resource Management. And today we are going to talk about a very important aspect. Let's share the screen and see what we have here. Employees orientation. To orient your new employees, train them and develop their skills. This is very important topic nowadays. So let us go directly to the meaning and definition of the word orientation. So what do we mean by the word orientation? Orientation is the structured process of a new employee to become familiar with the organization and their work. So your employee will become familiar with the work. He's a newly to work, so you will train him. You will orient him about the works and how it looks like and how the job and the description of the job and everything around him and all the buildings, all the offices, everything regarding the job. Critical to socialization also because it's like, here is your colleague, his name is George, his colleague, his name is David, and this and that. So even the orientations including all this, the factory is here, the plant A is here, plant B is here. That's the way it works, which is the embedding of organizational values, beliefs, and accepted behavior as well. So it's a part of the organizational values and beliefs. Okay. What about the difference between the orientation and the training then? The training is the equation of skills, yeah, behaviors, and abilities to perform current work, to perform it effectively and efficiently. This is the point, is to perform it effectively and efficiently. So, and the training, I just want to say that the training is a continuous process. It's not only in the start of getting the job and after this, no, it's a continuous process. Development, the definition of development. What's the meaning of development? The equation of skills, also like the training, behavior, and abilities to perform future work. This is the difference between the training and this, the development. Development means for the future work, to prepare him for future work, to solve an organizational problem. So that as example, some work in the future, he must be trained on it so that he can solve the problems of the organization. Like if they didn't find someone to work, then he is there to carry on. Benefits of orientation. Lower turnover. What the meaning of turnover? Turnover means the number of employees that leave the job because they don't dislike to work in this organization or in this company. The reason of the turnovers are so much. One of them, as example, the frustration, feeling fed up, low pays, no incentives, no motives, no bonus, no rewards, even by certification as a reward. So, and feeling inequity, like I'm not treated like the other people in the organization. So, and also stress from the ambiguity. I mean, the work is not clear. So when I go and ask someone how I will do this, then he will tell me, I don't know. I don't know anything about it. Or you should know by common sense or whatever. No, this is not by common sense. If the work is not clear, that will lead to stress, and the stress will lower the productivity of the employee. Then he will think about leaving the job, especially when he gets a chance in other place. Okay, increase productivity also. So when you orient your employees, that means you will lower the turnover or the rate of leaving work. Increase productivity, of course. When you orient them, their productivity, their outputs will increase. Outputs regarding the time will increase. Improve employee morale and identification with the company. Their morale, their soul morale, their morale will become higher. So they will love the organization which they are working in. They even when they talk, they won't say this company, he would say, my company, the company which I'm working in, and he's proud of himself. I'm proud of this company. Lower training costs, yes, because the training also is having, like any other item, is having a cost. So when you do orientation, you are lowering the training cost as well. Yeah. So yes. So also facilitation of learning. This is example also facilitation of learning and reduction of anxiety. Anxiety comes because, like I told you, the stress because of ambiguity, because the work is not clear. So when I orient the people, their everything will be clear in front of them. So there won't be any anxiety, like any feeling like something they are missing something. Orientation, continuous process also, and cooperative endeavor. People will work together, and careful planning, attention of equation, and healthy safety. I just want you now to go and watch this video. It's about the orientation, and after we come back, we will solve these questions here in the notes down here. I want you in your notebooks to solve this question. This question is not to be submitted to me, no, but just to make sure that you are aware of the topic. The questions are regarding the orientation, take notes, and we will, after watching the video, we will be prepared to answer, or we will prepare to answer the following questions. What do we mean by orientation? The meaning of the orientation, which I said just now. What are the benefits of orientation? What are the benefits from the orientation? What's it? Discuss the relationship between orientation and the training in the business unit. The relationship between orientation and training. And that's what we talk. Orientation will reduce the costs of training, as I said before. Please write down these notes. Thank you. How about the training and development? Uh, Instructional system design, like we said, so need assessment, program design, program development, training, delivery of implementation, evaluation of training. The evaluation of the training, it's a steps like what we need, where we are, where we want to go. That's how it looks like. So at the end, I will make sure the training is fruitful. Is fruitful. Fruitful means it got the results which I wanted. Is it exactly, did it achieve the targeted tasks that I plan in my training goals? Yes or no? Yes, we are fine. No, we have back to repeat the training back until we make sure that everyone's skills are now evaluated and they are well. Calculating the needs assessment. So the first step in the training is to calculate the needs assessment. Who need the assessment? I need the assessment. I need what? How important is the issue to the success of the organization? The training is very important and orienting. What competencies do employees needs? What competencies do employee have? Okay, what they have already, where I am, where I want to go is what I need. Then I will decide the gap. I will decide the gap between the need and what I have. Then after that, I will try to make or design a training program to fulfill these gaps. Conducting the need assessments. So organizational value levels, task levels, personal levels. So these assessment based on the organizational levels, the levels of the organizations, the top management, middle management, lower level management, task levels, and on the personal levels, this guy is very good in blah 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 blah. He's very good in this. He's very good in that, and he's not. He's in short in this point. So I will design the program so that it will fulfill the drawbacks and the gaps. Designing the program. So I will put my instructional goals. I will check out the trainee characteristics to check out does it go with these goals, fit, match with the goals or no, or no. Then I will go based on the learning principles. The learning principles are the clear outcomes. So I want him to produce to me, instead of 6 units a day, 8 units a day. That is why I'm training him. Clear outcomes means something is obvious. Relevance. Relevance means it's a proper to the type of training. I'm training him in something which he will work in it, not training him about another point that he's not using now. What he is working on, I will train him on. This is the relevance. The activity, kind of activity, solving problems. This is one of the most important point in orientation and in training. Solving problems, or he must be a problem solver. If anything face him, if an issue and a problem faced him, then he will be able to figure it out and check out what he can do for it. And the feedback is to make sure that the training outcomes was as I targeted from the start itself and as I was designing for from the start. And it came exactly like what I wish. Developing the program, create content, beta testing program, and review by subject expert or benchmarking. Benchmarking is the soul model. Soul model, that's what we call benchmarking. Benchmarking means that the ideal for you, okay? Implementing the program, examine what's to be learned, determine who will be the trainer, consider of required skills and abilities to train. Look, people are different in everything. So when you design the program, you have to make sure of the variance in individuals' capabilities and abilities to do the job. And you have to do, like, if you can customize the training program for each person individually, that will be fine. We'll come to a very important point here, which is on the job, the methods of training, the training methods. We have on the job training, that means exactly like if I'm telling you I'm a teacher, then I will give you a pen and tell you, here we go. You stand on the board here and consider there are students behind you here, and you start working and show me. Okay, then I will fix and figure out and correct any mistakes I would see while he is on the job training. Or he observe me first when I'm teaching, then he start to do as I do on the job training. Apprenticeship training, and this is also another kind of training, cooperative and internship programs. These are programs like is done, like as example, when you are awarded for the second point, this apprentice and the cooperative, an internship, when you are awarded of your bachelor degree, then you have to go to make apprenticeship or co-op. We call it here co-op. So co-op training, that means that you will be really like you are one of the people. As example, if you are awarded of accounting program and you need to work in a bank, before your awardation, you will take the co-op training in a bank. That bank, you will be exactly copy of any individual working there in this bank. Okay, that's before you are awarded. So when you are awarded, you now you are trained for the workforce. You are already having the experience of a real life. Okay, classroom instructions. This is like what we are doing just now. It's a kind of training, like a verbal, written, self-directed training. So, like you do it with your own self. Audio visual, audio for the listening and visual for watching. Simulation, like as example, the simulation is used in some crafts, on some jobs. Like as example, the pilots before they start to to um, to drive the planes and get control of the planes, they have a simulator first. So it looks exactly like he is already um, flying with a plane. Then after that, next phase two is to move into the real plane. So the simulation is exactly like the real life. E-learning, electronic learning, and that's what we are doing just now. This is e-learning, what we are doing just now. Special projects or tasks, like as example, I will tell you, we have to do this, and I will train you on something that will happen now. As example, and the lockdown of the COVID here now, more details should come to any job. So, special projects or tasks. So, I have to train you on that one. Seminars and conferences, especially the seminars usually in the scientific places. We all collect, and this is a kind of training for new employees. Case studies, you will find it in your books, in your textbooks. That's you see a case from the real life, and you have the norms in your head. Then you will compare the facts which come in the case with what you have from what you learned from books. Then you will say the deviation, you will determine the deviation, then you will go on correcting this deviation. Management games, role playing. Let's say I taught now the interview rules. Then I will tell my students, okay, I am the interviewer and you are the interviewee. And let's sit now and see. Then we will switch. You will be the interviewee. I will be the interviewee, and you will be the interviewer. And we will check out how it works. Coaching, like the football and this and that, is called coaching. Discuss training methods. Here the question, and I want you to try the answers here, please. This is for yourself again. I'm not going to take it in classes. You don't need to submit it on Google Class. It's for you. Uh, which is just make me know that you comprehend this class. Which is more important from your point of view and why? Because now there are training methods. I want you to see everyone, analyze every one of them. From your point of view, what do you think? Which one you think is the better of them, the best of them? From a point of view, from your own opinion, which one is the best for them? Evaluating the program, what is the phase five? Evaluating the program with the reaction, learning, behavior, results. Those are the 4 points which I can evaluate the program through. The reaction, learning, how far did you learn? Did it change your behavior? No. And the results of the training. Are you now highly skilled or not yet? Training focus on the basic skills, on the teamwork, on investments. Any of those. What are the topic of training? Does it focus on basic skills only you have? Or it focus on the teamwork as a whole? You are training the whole teamwork, or on the type of investments. We have also what we call career development, which is dynamic process. Individuals responsible for own career planning. Organization is responsible for supplying information and providing support. Organizations means companies needs needs linked with individual needs. I have to know the people's needs, the individual's needs, their capabilities, their skills before I go to design up any program, either training or career development. We said that the career development is regarding training, regarding the future, and you are trying to check out always his current situation, and you want him to get better. And this also was because we are using this kind of career development now because of the rapid change in technology. And this is another point. So we have to create favorable conditions, and we have no any training, no any development, no any kind of raising and increasing the skills of your trainees without the management support. It's useless without the management support. Okay. And also the goal setting, the practices, the mentorship. I want you here to write just a short note about the word career development. Please check Google as well, watch videos, and yeah. Now, today, at the end of this lecture, I just want you to memorize without looking in the papers, without looking in documents, without looking in anything. Just I want you to try to memorize what we've been talking about today. Then, if you miss something, please go to the textbook or to these slides or to this video and watch it back once, twice. I prefer the frequency because the frequency in watching, I mean, if you watch it 2 times, is better than 1 time. If you watch three, that's better than two. That will increase your knowledge and it will fix the info in your brain. Till I see you, I wish you a very good night and stay safe. Thank you so much. Bye bye.